Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Just doing a let's play of Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition here with Bella Shepherd. We just been speaking with the Elusive Man. And just spoke with Miranda and Jacob, and we're now gonna go find out what's going on Freedom's Progress. So let's get to it. This was jarring the first time you were playing the game, and turn it down a little bit on my end um, to get these uh, little chapter summations there at the end. It was definitely a little bit jarring. And this is part of a mod I have that actually gives you the numbers on the what kind of damage they do, and see for the modifiers, uh, armor, shields, barrier, whatnot, base damage. It's a pretty handy tool.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
Well, what have you guys found at the other colonies?
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappeared. And we've got no target to go after.
I mean, that's pretty remarkable that they're not leaving any trace whatsoever. All right. We'll be establishing my authority here in just a sec. But what are you guys' opinions on our odds of success here?
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Guess what? Someone's already going to be there disturbing the scene. Alizora Naraya. Or actually, not. Her name has since changed by this time, hasn't it? She already finished her pilgrimage. What is it? Alizora Naraya Vasnima? I think so. Which, of course, will be changed again further, but. Alright. Now, will you be respecting my authority?
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the
Right.
elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
I'm in charge. Don't need a loose man to say so I am. Gosh darn it. Alright, and we are here to search, do whatever it takes, but yep, let's hope that someone is still alive and that we can find them and help them.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
Yep. Yeah, there were some aspects to Mass Effect 2 the first time I played that were kind of a little bit jarring. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love this game. I think this game is fantastic. But that will be one of the things, as I stated in the Mass Effect 1 at the beginning, is I will be offering criticisms when I think they're valid, but I will absolutely offer praise when I also think it's valid. So I'm just going to say what I think and believe about Mass Effect, and that includes sometimes being critical. So I say I love these games. I think they're fantastic. And, they all have their flaws, but I love them to death. So yeah, I'll be offering criticisms here and there. Let's see, what kind of weapons are we? I also have a mod that does allow, no matter your class, that you can pretty much operate with in all weapons. So yeah, we are given kind of shit weapons to start with, but we'll take it. I want a shotgun. So we'll first do that. Shotgun. We'll set up our ammo powers, of course. We'll be dealing with the mech, so we'll have her on overload for quick. And for quick switching, I want to go to that. To our sniper rifle. Kept going back to our root
Looks like everyone just
infiltrator.
got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Yep. Things went sideways in a hurry.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
Things are definitely in disarray, though, but who knows? Maybe it's what it looked like all the time. Oh, all right. Here we go.
Hear that? Sounds like a vendor smash.
Let's let that one
Security
curl a
systems
little
were
better.
disabled at the other colonies.
Coming! Stun 'em!
Where are you going, man?
Before they take out your shield.
Stay there. I'll do it. Them dogs can be a problem, man. Especially at higher levels.
There we go!
Men
Oh,
shouldn't have
oh
been
boy.
hostile. They should have recognized us as human.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
Yeah, them dogs get close and drop their little EMP attack on you, man. At higher levels, and they can spell trouble. In fact, on this game, I have Grunt's loyalty mission, man. Like freaking little Baron, like I don't know, fast moving little guys that give me some trouble. $1,000 credits rather. We'll take it. All right.
We've been
Feel
spotted.
All right. Everybody's favorite girl, mine especially. Tali.
Stop right there!
Braza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
Of course. If you did her pilgrimage, you can prove that this was you, and we did it. So
Remember when I gave you that Geth data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Braza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
I kind of, sort of, I haven't had really a choice just yet. We shall see.
I nearly died, Tally. Cerberus spent 2 years rebuilding me. They want me to investigate attacks on human colonies.
Likely story. No organization would commit so many resources to bring back one soldier.
You haven't seen Shepard in action, Braza. Trust me, it was money well spent.
That's right.
Perhaps we can work together. We're here looking for a young Quarian named Vitor. He was here on pilgrimage.
And as you can see there, the Tali Remastered mod is in full effect. You can see her face much better. Her eyes look awesome. They get even better, I think, in the third game. What was Vitor doing here?
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Yeah, we should probably team up here, Tal.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Tali has grown up a bit now. She's definitely acting as though she has more authority. We'll see. She isn't, unfortunately, just the best leader just yet. But, well, this time she's now only about 24 years old, so she's still a very young lady. But Tali got guts and she's smart. Now, just talking about, we're going to ask her about why her hate for Cerberus. They'll be making some allusions to what happened in the second book of Ascension. some stuff Cerberus did there within the Quarian fleet, stirring up a lot of trouble there.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Nothing personal. Like, I know, hey, some folks died, but it was just business. Oh, okay, that's all right then. Sounds like a plan, Tally.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back.
Hell yeah, likewise, Tal. Good to see you. Guys, we got Tally back. Tally's back. Can you believe it? Yeah, you guys probably don't give two shits, but I'm telling you, this is awesome
Be
news.
careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them. Incoming!
Sit down, buddy. 2,000 more credits. Nice. Alright, we're gonna have a few more drones right out here.
Use
Teach us
overload
to
on
use our teammates overload. Yep. Yeah, buddy. Another one up there. See in just a sec. Oh, that's got a good angle on me. Bye-bye. Yep. Use. Brandon's excited.
Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on. We can still catch them.
They wouldn't listen. They wouldn't listen. All right. Interesting place. Oh, damn. Pretty huge. It's a very close moon. Spot right here. Up.
Enemy down! Shepard, we are inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
Yeah, sure. This is we're already at the kind of the end boss here of this level. Obviously, a very short and sweet little
Take point,
introduction level.
Shepard. We'll cover the door.
Yeah, go ahead, guys.
Taking cover!
Grabbing cover!
For me, the addition of ammunition, I'm actually a fan of it. I know a lot
Take
of
cover by
people
the
did
doors.
like
Shepard,
the
you take point.
yes, I will. The uniqueness kind of that the original Mass Effect offered with the the heating guns and doing it that way, which was fine with. But I do like the
Take point, Shepard. We'll cover the door.
yes, thank you. I like the feel of the combat with I happen to reload. I just do, and the fact that it does sometimes make you change up your weapons and I don't know. I for me it was a pleasant change. Is Conrad Werner kind of lampshades in the third game about how it is definitely going backwards though in terms of technology and kind of the lame excuse that they came up with it, but they had to come up with some excuse, and I'm actually okay with it though. I like it for the most part. But story wise,
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
yes it is.
Overlord,
Whoops.
take out their shield.
Yeah, that wasn't what I meant. Pull them, not just yet anyhow. Nope. Oh, crap. do it. Easy as pie. Uh, I'm gonna point out that and maybe most people already knew this, but I didn't the first few times I played about that in the upper right hand corner there about it tells you beforehand how many credits you'll be getting, and if there is no credit there, it's actually you're getting an upgrade. But like I said, I didn't even notice it at all the first few times I played it. I was just focusing on getting the little mini game done. But yeah, so that's 3,000 credits on the way. And it's the same thing too with the other little mini game that they run, the where you got to match the pattern of the programming or whatever that is, and it'll tell
This should
you
come in handy.
how much you're getting or whether it's an upgrade, if it's a link or not. That's another thing now, getting upgrades that way. I, the combat in Mass Effect 2 is so greatly improved. It's just a lot more fun to play. And dang it, we can no longer blow those up. And you don't know how sad that makes Bella. But I mean the combat is like greatly more streamlined. It's more faster. It's just a lot funner to play. And one of the things though that they took away though was of course the inventory, and I did miss that. I miss that's a part of this aspect of role playing that I always enjoyed was collecting stuff and going and selling it and keeping what you want and gearing up your teammates, and I just always enjoyed all that, and that they kind of removed it, streamlined that as well. I was disappointed in that part of it, and they did improve that in Mass Effect 3. It's still not as and some people of course in the first Mass Effect didn't really like that it became too much, and it probably was the case that you got so much stuff, and before you knew it you were overburdened basically. And um in the Legendary Edition they did expand that, and I did have a mod that pretty much gave me infinite inventory, so it didn't matter. But I understand it, and I think the third one they did get it pretty much pretty well done. Like I said, I do still like being able to collect stuff though and selling it at the market.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
All right, Tal, you got it. You folks are blocking me. Having a tough time here moving. What's up? She couldn't advance the other way. I don't know why. Alrighty then. See, we can't, dude. Those used to blow up, man. Oh my god, how things changed in 2 years. Uh, Shep is just crestfallen now. That's really sad.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No, 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 no.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
That dude's obviously pretty traumatized. I mean, no, we didn't see what his state, who he was before we got here, but still, he sounds extraordinarily anxious and nervous. And you're safe now, though, bud.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
And now we get introduced to Interrupt.
Have to hide. Mechs will.
And I got rid of that awful sound with the mod, thankfully. It's pretty jarring whenever you get the interrupt.
You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
No, we weren't here, bud.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
And here we go, pretty much turning Mass Effect 2 into a side mission, basically. So much anticipated that our direct enemies would be the Reapers. And I understand what they're doing here, that they kind of just wanted to slow things down and you know, kind of dig deeper into this universe and just kind of let us see it in a state before the Reapers arrived and see the underbelly of it and just see, really dig into this universe and it is appreciated that we do get that. And like I said, as far as like for characters and what they do for that is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. And the world building is phenomenal within this second game. But the main mission of it is a bit sidetracked from dealing with the Reapers. Now, obviously, the collectors we know work for the Reapers, and all this is all you know. Um, it has to do with the main mission, but it's a bit of a side quest. The main mission isn't going to show up here. Um, we don't really get the main mission until arrival. And that's what will bridge it. And Mass Effect 2, like I say, it's a terrific game. I love this game, and but that it certainly has its valid criticism that should be aimed at it. But I do love it, and it's no surprise to me that it is the highest rated game amongst players. I guess for what they do with the characters is bar none. You come to absolutely care about your teammates in a way that I don't remember ever caring about other side characters in any game. Like, it's just phenomenally done. But would our ship know what a collector is? I don't know. Hard to say. We'll go ahead and we will ask about them.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
How are you able to escape?
Why didn't the collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
What do you know about the swarms?
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
Yeah, when we see them at work on Horizon, man, it's absolutely horrifying. I couldn't imagine the terror that people would be under being immobilized like that, and then having them crawl all over you, and then just taken by these strange aliens and put into these coffins, basically. It would be absolutely nightmarish. Vitor, you have any idea about these collectors?
I want to know more about the collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the elusive man can figure it out.
I guess Shep wasn't looking for Vitor's opinion on him as well. But anyway, go on, Vitor. Maybe not.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
And thanks, Vitor. It's appreciated.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
Hey, you should come with us, Tal.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together just like old times.
I want to, but I can't. I've got a mission of my own. It's too important for me to abandon, even for you. When it's over, and I'm still alive, we'll see what happens.
Well, with the early recruitment mod, we excuse me, we can recruit Tally after we do 2 recruitments. So, yeah, I have a feeling we'll be seeing Tally sooner rather than later. Um, yeah, and Vitor goes with Tally. There's no way Shep would trust sending Vitor to Cerberus. No way. Absolutely not. Huh.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tally will give us the Omni-Tool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
You're around, Tally.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
Mm-hmm. No, I am curious though why Bioware chose to do this. Is whenever we interact with the Elusive Man, it's always from his perspective. That we see Shep in the hologram image, and we see him in the room with us, basically with the camera. And we never see Shep's perspective on him. I wonder why that is. Why they chose that. I'm not entirely sure why. I mean, we are the Shepard's our character. We should be seeing things out from our player's perspective, but for whatever reason, whenever we've ever had dealings with him like this, it's always through his perspective. So I don't know. It's just kind of curious. Yeah, having friends is a good thing, bud.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
Yeah, he doesn't sound too surprised on that.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The Collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
Hearing about this Omega-4 relay, can you tell me about it?
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to Collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
You got any insight or thoughts on why they take an interest into humanity?
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
What kind of transactions are they making?
What are the Collectors getting from these deals?
The Collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
Yeah, it seems like you are holding back on me.
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
I mean, this is tough because, yeah, I do agree with that. And also, obviously, I need help. But yeah, no, I agree with that.
I hate waiting, but I'll need a team. A good one.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
You already had a good team.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
We just ran into our best gal, Tally.
What about Tally? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
I don't need jack shit from you, bud. Tally's willing. I'm going to be taking Tally. What about our best bud, Rex?
Where's Erdnot Rex?
Shepard.
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
Attaboy, Rex. And Caden Alenko?
Where's Caden Alenko?
He's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. His file is surprisingly well classified.
Dr. Liara Tassoni.
Where's Liara Tissoni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
Sources are wrong, bub. And everyone's favorite cop, Garrus Vakarian?
Where's Garrus Vakarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Oh, I've got an idea.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
I'm a Spectre, dude.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you could convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
Well, we'll be ready.
You worry about the collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Mordin Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
I mean, yeah, it definitely sounds right, but I'm not just going to jump because you say, buddy.
I haven't even started and you're telling me what to do?
I'm giving you direction. What you do with it is up to you. I'm sure you'll make the right decision.
All right. What's the other thing?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
This was an awesome moment the first time. Play this.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
Hell yeah.
Believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky. With a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the elusive man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
There's a magnificent reveal and the music and just, yeah. Still get chills, man. Our new baby. Missed the old one, but new one's pretty freaking special too, though. What a beaut.
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
It is.
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
Millennium Falcon. Let's name it Millennium Falcon. That'd be pretty cool. Or we could just name it Normandy again. Alright, we'll just go with Normandy. I hear the music, man, as it takes off, like it exits this little hangar. Oh man, beautiful, beautiful music. Oh man, yeah, I'm getting the chills. Yeah. Oh man, love it. I will say there's a bug that I get sometimes that Shep sometimes in the CIC and in the comms room sometimes doesn't always face the direction she's supposed to face. So it can make for some awkward moments. Doesn't happen every time. It does happen on this introduction when she'll be kind of turned the wrong way when talking with Edie, I think it is. But I don't know, and it'll happen in the sometimes in the comms room, like I said, when um, well, you'll see as we go. Anyway, let's get to it. Hey, where are you going, Shep? Yeah, had I not put her in this what she's wearing now, she would have showed up in her underwear and bra. So, although I do have a mod that I forgot about that I could have addressed that, but we'll get to that here in a little bit.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
You're right there. Shep should be facing them, but yeah, we will. And that is a good point. But Shep still isn't just liking all of a sudden being feeling like kind of pressing on her to do things. And you're not really liking that too much.
You still don't get it, do you? You're not in charge of this mission. I am.
Operative Lawson makes a valid point, Shepard. Without the Professor, any encounter with the Collectors would result in failure.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Yeah, Joker isn't gonna like this, and AIs are dangerous.
Shut that thing down. I don't want it on my ship.
Have I offended?
Shepard spent a great deal of time fighting rogue AI. Geth, mostly. Plus that incident with the Alliance's Hannibal
Your
system.
distrust is logical, Shepard, unlike the irrational mistrust of most humans. However, I am no threat to you or anyone else. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
Wait, Edie cut her off there. She's about to bring up the AI there on Luna, wasn't she? Although I think that was a little glitch there, a little bug, but yeah, she cut her off. That's kind of interesting. Ain't it? Is there anyone else I should be meeting?
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map in the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Oh, I will. Yeah, I wish I knew which mod was causing that to have ship not be turning in the right direction, but I have no idea which one's doing it. None whatsoever. Yeah, they definitely spruced up the new Normandy. It's done well. We'll be going around getting to know our ship here. And a newer mod I have installed that I haven't yet played through that in action now that is you pretty much enter any room now without the people being there yet being recruited. So we'll be able to go to all the spots and take a look around, see what that's like. And yeah, this is another one of the mods, of course, I have installed. There will be a ton of of what do you call it, reading to do. And as I said in the first video of the first Mass Effect game, I'm just not comfortable doing reading out loud with being legally blind. It really does make me strong. I love to read, and I do read plenty on my own, but I've never liked reading in a public situation. So I'm sorry if you guys would prefer that I read out loud, but I'm just not comfortable doing it. So I will go through things and kind of give you guys a chance to pause the menu and or pause the video and read it at your own leisure. That's how that will be handled. Um, anyway, let's take a look here. We're dealing with. We will be having more humans. Did I click? I clicked the button though without paying attention. Currently, the Normandy crew is set to be more human. Um, I don't. Yeah, more alien. Fine, we'll have a mix. Just to kind of screw with Cerberus. Maybe that's one thing. Shep just does not really. She saw the atrocities that this group committed, man. And yeah, she's grateful to be alive and that they're confronting a real issue here, but she's not forgotten. Yeah, I'll go ahead and enable these. So as I say, I'll click on them and you guys can read them if you like. What's this last one here? Parent selection is set to disable. Oh no, we want to be able to do that. All right, the ship is ours, and of course, a ton of pop-ups are going to be going through right now. But yeah, that Normandy project menu or mod has really also added a bunch of stuff to the Normandy, and we'll be getting more into that as we go. Right now, right off the bat, we will mostly stick to just meeting our crew. But I'm not going to add any of this stuff to that the Normandy project basically offers. Not just yet. I will shortly, but not on this first video anyway.
Welcome
But for
aboard,
now,
Commander.
thank you, Kelly. Gonna let them run their course here before we start talking. I'll go ahead and do a quick save. All right, let's see what Kelly has to say.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
No, the pleasure's mine.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Ms. Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
No. Sure.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Now in the vanilla game, you do have to kind of if you're gonna own fish and you're not gonna have remember to always get up to your room and feed your fish. You have to flirt with Kelly no matter what to get to the point where you have a date with her. Up in your cabin, she goes, she sees you have fish, then she'll offer to feed them, and then she'll of course pass them on to you if she lives in Mass Effect 3. Well, I have a mod that pretty much takes care of that, so we don't have to flirt with her. If we don't like to, Shepard might. We'll see. Things go there. Um, but yeah, the fish will be taken care of without us having to go. First of all, we'll try and get to know her. Then we'll ask about the crew. Let's have a chat, Kelly.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What is it you do?
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
And is that all?
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
So you're a counselor as well.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound.
Yes, I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
Keep your distance. Huh. It's good to have you here.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
Kelly's a good egg. She she's a bit naive about Cerberus, in a lot of ways, man. But she actually is a good person. Yeah, we'll ask her about Cerberus, but we'll get to that after. You happy to be here?
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
And we won't.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
I'd embrace you,
I
Kelly.
might do more than catch you, Kelly.
Now that's an enticing thought. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
All right. What are your thoughts about working for this terrorist organization?
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We
Do
look
they?
out for human interests, advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
They are. But you also gotta you can't be your only focus though. It's just look out for you and not also see that what you do and how it could affect others. I mean, we can't just steamroll ahead. Obviously, you as humans, you should look to help humans. We want humans to succeed as best we can, but we don't want to do it steamrolling others. Like we want as we do better, we'd like to see others do better as well. And I mean, obviously, we can't. As much as you may want, you can't do that for everybody. In terms of like, not everybody's gonna want your help. Not everyone's gonna like you. You're gonna have enemies, so it's, you know. But those that are willing to and have similar goals and similar values, we should work towards helping all that share those type of values and goals. Doesn't Cerberus take issue with aliens?
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved. I love humanity. I
What's with
also
the
love Asari, Quarian, Turian,
language cutting?
Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
I didn't hit anything. I don't know. I had a couple of times now where they didn't finish the dialogue. It just skipped ahead. But no, as I said, Kelly does have a big heart, and she does. She very much does care about all beings. It's also part of why the elusive man, as we come to find out, did pick her because he wanted to put a best face forward for Cerberus to present to Shepard. So there's a reason she was picked. Anyway, you seem very loving.
That's a very positive attitude.
What can I say? I'm a people person. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I think that was it. Yep.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Maybe we will, but I want to ask you,
How may I help you, Commander?
how's the crew doing?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal.
Oh, there's a ton of
Joker would
unread
like
messages.
to speak to you on the bridge. Anything else, Commander?
Yep.
That'll be all.
I'll be
where
here if you need anything.
we're heading to next to speak with Joker, but I will, as I say, click through these emails and you can pause the menu if you'd like to read. I've read all of these emails a million times. But there will be a ton. We will be visiting Counselor Anderson very, very soon. About getting Zaid. We definitely will be looking at getting Zaid fairly early. Project Firewalker. We will be doing this at some point, obviously, but it won't be too soon. And if we're seeing there, It is believed that Dr. Manuel Casey is the same Manuel that we bet on Eden Prime, who was a little bit off his rocker. It isn't ever, I don't think, said explicitly, but it is believed that that's the same one. Good old Admiral Hackett. Oh yeah, we'll be checking that out. This we'll be doing pretty early too. Yep, 20 crew members. Gear. Yep, good old Project Overlord. Yep. Now the arc projector. That's actually pretty good. I don't use heavy weapons that often at all. But arc projector is a pretty good one. Ah yeah, Kasumi Goto. One of my favorites. I like Kasumi a lot. We'll be recruiting her fairly early. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Let's take a look at our crew. Change their gear up. I've got many mods that allow different clothing. It used to only be until very recently. Your squad mates could only have I think basically like 5 or 6 new type of additional armors added through mods because there was a hard limit. I think of like 9. I think most characters already had pretty much like 3 or 4 of their own from the vanilla game, and I don't think they could override that at that time. But now with the new mod manager, they've been able to make it to where you can get them up to 32 different armors for your squad mates, so it's been greatly improved. I do kind of like. She got some good, definitely some good looks here. Um, kind of like. Which one was I looking at? I kind of like her in that. That looks pretty good. I mean, we'll be switching them up throughout, but let's say I like that Ajax armor. That looks like a type of Ajax. That's a good looking one. Yeah, I like that version of the Ajax too. I mean, is that the exact same as she's got? Maybe so. Yeah, it's a good look. All right, let's go speak to our boy Joker and this new AI we got installed. See what that's about. Wonder if this one does any scamming like the old one does. Shepard would never have that, man. That's one thing she's glad is gone. Never scammed her. Ain't ever happening.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby. Better than new. It fits me like a glove. And leather seats. Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside.
Yep.
I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
Yeah, I hear you, man. This ship isn't just a copy, though. We can trust them for now? No, we can't. Yeah, it's probably a little too good to be true.
I don't trust them. We still need to move ahead, but it's all too convenient.
Maybe you're right. I guess it's hard to argue when they install an AI to spy on us.
Yep.
We're staying, though, right? I mean, the seat is real leather.
I see you're keeping it all in perspective, Joker.
Leather?
Yep. He's very comfy in his new seating seat.
Commander.
How are things up here in the cockpit?
I assume everything's going well up here?
I really want a chance to put the Normandy through her paces. I just have to trim up the drive output and it'll be like we never lost her.
Safety standards advise against manipulating drive settings while engines are powered and in use, Mr. Moreau.
Commander, can we shut this thing off? I don't need it in my day-to-day.
Mm. Yeah, you're just gonna have to adapt, but it's not going anywhere.
I don't have time to babysit you, Joker. Find a way to deal with it.
Yeah, reasoning with the intercom is not my strong point.
Your problem, not mine.
Thanks, I'll remember this.
You got it. All right. Well, anytime you do a mission, you can come and ask him, of course, about the squad, and he'll give you his opinion on the two people that just accompanied you. So we'll go ahead and ask him about Miranda and Jacob.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last, I would never say anything against Miranda and expect to survive the reprisal. Jacob is way too nice a guy for the number of ways he knows how to kill people. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
What do you think of our mission?
So, how do you think we're doing?
Well, the Normandy's not as ready as she could be. There's always more we could upgrade. And as for the crew, you'd have to ask a people person.
Right. You ever think about the good old days?
Ever think about the old Normandy and the trouble we got up to?
Yeah, those seem like the good old days now, but come on, it was hell at the time. Geth, Saren, Sovereign, and then we got dumped. We're stuck in a weird place, sure, but back then it wasn't all sunshine and bunnies.
And what about the old crew?
What happened to the rest of the old crew? I heard most survived.
Almost did. Presley didn't. The rest of us just sort of drifted apart. The Alliance didn't care. I don't think they liked all the non-humans in your... We were your team, Commander.
Oh, cut out again.
Normandy destroyed and you gone. There wasn't much keeping us together.
I guess, guys, be sure to read the text. Sometimes they're cutting out. All right, Joker, it's good to see you again, man.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
See you, bud. All right, let's talk to the new AI here.
Yes, Shepard.
Let's talk about you.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
Tell me about you and Joker. How are you two getting along?
How are you getting along with Joker?
Mr. Moreau does not trust me. It offends him that I am installed aboard his ship's computers.
Yeah, the last Normandy did just fine without an AI reminding me the airlock is ajar.
Where's your name come from?
Why are you named Edie?
EDI is the phonetic pronunciation of EDI. That is an acronym for Enhanced Defense Intelligence.
And where are you located?
Where are you?
My core intelligence is housed in a quantum blue box located behind the medical bay.
What exactly is your job?
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the Elusive Man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Cyber warfare.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wire. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown. On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
Yeah, it does sound pretty impressive.
Sounds incredibly useful. Why isn't there someone like that on every warship?
An organic operator cannot react quickly enough to changing circumstances or perform the necessary multitasking. This is a role that can only be filled by an artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, we are suspect.
Well, it might have something to do with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilization, just putting it out there.
Exactly. Yeah, what sort of monitoring devices do you have on board?
The Elusive Man has monitoring devices on board?
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
Mm-hmm. All right. What additional functions?
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed, some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
There are things here that you could talk to Edie about here in the early game, and she won't answer. She'll have a block, and she'll mention to you that once, after Joker has unshackled her, you can speak to her, and she will tell you all that she can. It's worth coming back to her later on.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
Can you tell me about Cerberus?
I want to know more about the people I'm working with.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry?
Now, see, a lot of this stuff I think is where she'll be not too willing to give us. Well, not that she's not willing, but she's unable to give us some of this information.
What sort of resources does Cerberus have? Money, personnel, facilities?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Yeah. A block?
What do you mean?
Although I am less controlled than other AI, I am still subject to behavioral blocks and the physical isolation of my home. In this case, I am prevented from truthfully answering your question by Cerberus's levels of secret classification.
It keeps doing that. I'm gonna look in to see what mod could be affecting the dialogue cutting short like that. I don't recall this in the last playthrough that I had, so I have to look into any mod updates that I've done since the last playthrough I did. See what I can find. No, I did ask her about the structure, right? What about building this ship?
How did Cerberus replicate the most advanced warship in the Alliance Navy without anyone knowing?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Yeah. All right. Well, is there one more thing I
Let's discuss
think?
something else.
Ready.
I would kind of ask her about different rooms we're in.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the bridge, where the navigator plots our FTL vectors, and the helmsman maneuvers the ship.
Yeah, sitting right here, thanks.
Another mod I just very recently added. There'll be some extra little dialogue in I think 3 spots when you ask her about the room, which I typically don't do anymore. I did the first time I played the game. Thereafter, I no longer did. But so I'll ask her in each room we go to see what we can find that's new. And that is another thing. I will be trying to be pretty thorough in conversations that I have with people. I'm not going to be a completionist on this playthrough just as I wasn't in the first one, but I will do most of it. And within conversations, I will try to do most of the conversations. But if there are times where I don't, really think a piece of the conversation would make sense for Shepard to say under any circumstances, I won't. If there are something where I'm curious to hear what the response might be, or I may do that, of course. But I'll mostly certainly try to stick to staying true to the character, but also exhausting conversations to get the most out of it that we can. So
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
All right. So now will be first. Like I said, a newer mod that I installed does allow us to enter rooms where typically you cannot. Like you cannot typically go into here without having warden yet present. And we'll be adding security and things here with the Normandy project, but I don't know if that means you could actually access things without him being here to do upgrades. I don't know, but we'll see. And there'll be staff that'll be in here and things. You can travel through and speed up your, if you don't feel like running back to take the elevator, you can go through these, which makes sense because would be available, but let's take a look if we can access that. Actually do some of this stuff. Like sure, it's looking like it. I'll see if there's anything oh, there's that one that I was liking. You could have that for ship. Way down. So we could actually get these things done before we get more than that's kind of cool. So it's not as urgent to get more than so quickly. That's actually pretty cool. I like the male version of that armor. The one on the right. I think that one looks really pretty cool. These I do want to get the shotgun. Yeah, we will be looking into this stuff here. New armor. Binder. Armor. Yeah, we will, just not right away on some of that. Where's the, is this, yeah, I think, is that what leads us to, yeah, we can, here's us where we can basically add any power we like. So, yeah, I can remove, for example, I'll be using that for a tile. Um, add, I love having a combat drone, and I want tactical cloak for when I'm sniping. So, all right, cool. Now we can run from here to go to. Ask about this room. I think we can.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the FTL communications room. In addition to interfacing with the FTL comm network, Normandy is fitted with a quantum entanglement communicator linked to the Elusive Man's office. This allows lag-free communication even when you operate off the comm grid.
Quantum entanglement is a real thing, and it is very fascinating. But um, the way it's working here, they're making it work within their within this universe. But in a sense that where you're pretty much having real time communication across light years that are just incredible. But it is amazing thing though, where basically when you have two entangled particles that if you know you could read one, you'd know the outcome of the other that it was entangled with. It's pretty fascinating and stuff. Like I have a layman's understanding of all of it, but I love cosmology and I've read some great books by like Brian Greene and of course Carl Sagan from when he was alive and oh I don't know I've read several, but I love all of it. I absolutely love it. Reading about string theory and I don't know. I find it completely fascinating. And quantum mechanics is I think Einstein was seemed like he said something about being spooky because it really is when you start to read about it and how it works. It's amazing, but it's accurate and it's proven to be about just as much as accurate as his theories of relativity. So, um, yeah, that sounds useful.
Why aren't these used everywhere?
Each quantum pair costs nearly as much as a comm relay, and can pass only one quantum bit of data at a time. In addition to the cost and bandwidth issues, the system is strictly point-to-point. To contact 100 different worlds, we would need to manufacture and install 100 entangled pairs, one linked to each world.
Quantum what?
I've never heard of a quantum entanglement communicator. How does it work?
Essentially, two subatomic particles are created in an entangled state. One is installed here, and the other in the Elusive Man's office. When one particle occupies a given quantum state, its entangled partner will always enter the opposite state, no matter the distance between them. If we alter the state of our particle, that alters the state of the Elusive Man's. This allows us to send data in the form of quantum bits.
Yeah, it's really well done by where though to put that into here and
That's all
explain
for
it.
now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Well done. All right. See what kind of. For now, I want one in each. Um, I just want to go ahead and get full charge. Save it for getting full charge the next time, and then just kind of working things thereafter. But I think I will. we can now get better weapons. Yeah, ship has access to pretty much whatever she likes. I don't know that I'll be using assault rifles all that much, though. To be honest, like I'll carry them, but I don't think we will. I'll take it, but I don't typically use assault rifles all that much. I like the Viscerator. And the Wraith is not too bad either. Not that base damage. Ammo capacity is the same. Per clip, though, you get 3 in that one. Semi-automatic. We'll try the Wraith. Why not? And oh yeah, how can you not go with the? Well, yeah. I like that this has a larger capacity if I remember right. And 3 ammo per clip. Yeah, that's only 1 ammo per clip. We'll give it. I like this one. That's pretty good. Although I won't use it too often either. I start actually backing out too far. And for this, I do really like. Well, we don't have it yet, but that's a pretty good one. All right. Yeah, you're fine with that. I'll give him the Eviscerator. Yeah. And Miranda, that's good. That's fine. All right. Oh wait, ask her about what room this is.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the armory, where small arms are maintained and upgraded. Using Omni-Tool, computer-aided design, and manufacturing, we have the capability to manufacture several new models.
Cool beans. All right, Jakob.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
I mean, kind of wasn't, but it's a risky assignment, being knowing our history with ships here, recent history.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk, and you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
Which actions might that be?
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past.
They are.
But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
Yeah. No, I appreciate your honesty.
It's good to hear a clear opinion. Sounds like we're two of a kind.
That honors me more than you, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
All right.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Did I really, Kelly? All right. We're gonna have a talk here in a little while about you doing this. I know this happens a lot with you. Somehow Shepard knows it happens a lot. All right. Shep wants to get out of this damn Cerberus bullshit.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the commanding officer's quarters.
It's larger than the quarters of other warships I've served on.
This is a Cerberus vessel, not an Alliance warship. Accommodations have been made for personal taste. That said, this space is directly under the exterior pressure hull. The fitting yard workers called it the loft.
The loft. Yep, Shep can dance if she likes. It. find a song I like. Oh, nope, nope. Jeff's got a favorite song, man. Her favorite club hit. She knows it when she hears it. Nope, nope. Yeah, that's the one. I do like it. It is a good song. But let's go ahead and see about. Oh no. Oh yeah. See what we're looking for here. Oh yeah, she had that in Mass Effect 1, but I haven't yet tried this out on the Mass Effect 2 character, so I think we might. Commander, 7 Commander. 7-star spec. Yeah, we'll do that because it's a Spectre. And we're alright. See, she comes out like she's ready to shoot. You know, she don't have a gun. Don't know why. Alright, now it's time for something casual that's not Cerberus related. Oh, it's a Cerberus crap. No. Could run around in our undies, but no. I don't think that'll demand respect. And can't tell what's under that her hair there. Looks like it could be burning up. I'll try and get through this more quickly, guys. I'm sorry. Like I said, that is what she was rocking in the at the end of Mass Effect 1, but she's not gonna go there just yet. She may go with one of the hoodies for now. Yeah, I like the look of that. I'll have to pause the video. I think my dog's gotta go to the bathroom. Be right back. All right, we're back. Well, like I said, we could go into rooms that we typically wouldn't be able to without the, without Kasumi here. It does break it a little bit when you see, like, yeah, these some of the stuff that she'll be commenting on, like that there. Of course, we can get drunk here. I do wish they had that in the third game in the little bar area. That'd have been cool. I think I did read something about one of the new mods that I did. Maybe it was a community patch for the third game that I think it made mention about having this in the third game now. So that'd be kind of cool if it does. And we'll do that here at some point just to do it. Now I'm just trying to take a quick tour of the spot. Check out that we can actually go into places we don't normally do.
Shepard, the women's restroom is on the starboard side of the ship.
Indeed. There we go. That's the bathroom. There we go. Samara's room, or Morant's, if you're feeling pretty edgy.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Well, my family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
Now, I've never watched the show, so I can't speak to it. Although I've heard terrific things about it. I think New Canton is a reference to Firefly. I think. As I say, I've never watched it. Heard great things. Maybe someday I will. As of yet, nope. All right. Let's go ahead and have a talk with the good doctor. I would go back here already before Legion appears. All right, Doc. It's good to see you
Commander
again.
Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
What are you doing here? It is good to see you. Like you were an Alliance soldier, a soldier, but you were their doctor. That was you were dedicated to the Alliance.
I'm shocked. You're serving on a Cerberus vessel now?
Surprising, even to me. Yet, here I am. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Anything you need, Doc?
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
Mm-hmm. Our doctor likes to throw back her drinks, so I'll get you one.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
Dude, I was overflowing in cash. Should be again here soon. Yeah, you left the Alliance?
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, a very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Okay, sorry about that. You need to fly?
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
Yep, that's the life she's known. But, and your thoughts on joining this terrorist organization?
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
Thanks, Doc. That does mean something. And what do you make of our odds of survival with this?
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
Yeah, Doc, I went looking for you when our ship blew up. I went to your office, and I mean, you had already abandoned ship, so good on you. But I went looking for you. All right.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Yeah, the Doc has seen her fair share.
What's this area of the ship?
The sick bay. It is equipped to provide short-term emergency care. In the event of critical injury, personnel must be transferred to a fully equipped medical facility.
Yep. But it'll serve its purpose.
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd
so
be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
We've got Udina on board. It's the same voice actor as Udina, and he's now our cook.
Commander Shepard, the hero
and
of
our
the
plumber.
Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. Mass Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
I am surprised that there wasn't anything about him in Mass Effect 3. He's just Now with one of the mods I have, I think there is some allusion to him, but it's in a vanilla game. There's nothing, as far as I know. Uh, so, what are your responsibilities, sir?
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
You're a handy dude. So you are janitor and our cook, eh?
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals?
I wash my hands. Most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks. Through the cracks.
And he's a comedian. All right. What are your thoughts on Cerberus?
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
All right. And so, what led you to joining them?
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help, be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
Yeah, that's pretty awful circumstances, of course, that he had to go through.
Do you have everything you need?
I make do, but have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
And how can I help?
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
No, go on. Give me a list.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
No.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Back to work. All right, we'll look at Garrus's work area. I think this might be one of the areas that got added more. We'll see.
What's this area of the ship?
The gunnery control station. The ship's
Maybe that one.
batteries are controlled from here.
I thought weapons were controlled from the CIC.
The Combat Information Center operators send targeting information here. The CIC decides who to shoot. Gunnery control decides how to shoot.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
I don't know. That might have all been the same. I'm not sure. All right. So basically, what we got left is Miranda and then Ken and Gabby. Miranda.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Can we talk?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
We'll see. Already, she's much more friendly than she was on that first time we met her. That's for sure. What can you say about Cerberus's goal?
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
And who's in charge exactly?
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the elusive man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
And what exactly is Cerberus to you? this terrorist organization.
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions: political, military, scientific, but we're all working towards the same goal. The teams you encountered before your accident were mostly part of our military division.
Excellent.
But not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
Or ethics, or you know anything about their resources? How this is all paid for?
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the elusive man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
Mm-hmm. Oh. What can you tell me about the elusive man?
What can you tell me about the elusive man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
Right. Yeah, what makes you so certain on that?
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
Oh, he is good. But what about you, Miranda? Tell me about you.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
Now, for me, Miranda actually is one of my favorite characters in all of Mass Effect. She gets a lot of grief, and people do think that she's overly cocky. But honestly, I think I think it's a bit of a front, her cockiness, and that she actually has quite a bit of insecurities. And although she is fully aware that yes, she's beautiful, she's been given all the genes to make her, that she often refers to about being perfect. She feels like it's been handed to her. That she hasn't earned anything, not even her looks, nothing. Everything that she is feels like it's been just handed to her on a platter, and that even like, well, she even will make mention at some point about she feels like she can't take any credit really in successes because it's kind of expected of her. For this is what she was built to do, is to succeed. The only thing she ever feels any ownership of is her own failures, and I think that people read into about how she'll make point about that, well, I'm got the perfect body and the perfect look basically, and and just talking about the her finer qualities. But to me, I when you get to know her and you know some of these things that she'll reveal later, I think it's a front. I think she does suffer from a lot of insecurities. We will get into this more and more as we go and we get to know her through this, but yeah, I like Miranda a great deal. But so you've been genetically modified.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
Let's see. But in her mind, it's just this is what it was all what money spent, paid for this, and created this. Didn't earn it. So yeah, but it definitely comes off as being very cocky, very arrogant.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge.
Design.
No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
All right, Miranda. We'll talk later.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
Yeah, I think that was all we had with her, right?
Commander, what can I do for you?
Yeah, we can ask about these things later.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
All right. Yeah, we'll get to finishing off here. Eventually, let me go ahead and just get down here. We're gonna be able to open up the very bottom down in there. Things are gonna happen, and it'll take shape, and you'll see we'll be able to go down into that area. There'll be a shooting range and a few other things, but that's coming up. And also, here's another mod we've got where you can basically access any of the stores from here now. So just like in Mass Effect 3, I'm not gonna do it right now. Um, yeah, we can buy our space hamster, which I am kind of tempted to do, but not. Oh wait. But yeah, Ken and Gabby's all it's left to speak to for now. We'll go ahead and we can't. Yeah, I was gonna say, can't we at least litter into space? Yep. And an Indigenous American weeks. And all his stuff is here. There we go. And then Gabby.
You came all the way down here to see us?
I did.
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
Shep, this is definitely no longer an alliance. That's what she is gonna, she's definitely gonna demand respect on board. She is the commanding officer, but she's not gonna run it as an alliance ship. She'll keep it cool.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Tell about your training.
Where'd you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Nice. And yet you left the Alliance.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seem to be doing that.
Yeah, Ken and Gabby are pretty cool. So, yep, tell me, Ken, about you joining Cerberus.
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
Sweet, cool. And Ms. Gabby Daniels?
So why did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. He'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
Yeah, I love Ken and Gabby. They're great. And your feelings on working with the terrorist organization?
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
That's true. Alright, you folks need anything?
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
Yeah, what's the issue, guys?
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there's an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected. It's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
I'm on it.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander. I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you she would.
You bet. Alright, we'll look in Grunt's room and then we're gonna call it a session. Yep, that'll be our little tank baby. Will be there soon. I didn't ever notice the little stairwell there. Is that called a stairwell when it's just a ladder, not a stair? I don't know. Alright. So, there we are. We're going to bring this to the session to a conclusion here. And next time up, we will be heading to... well, we're going to do one recruiting mission for sure. But we'll also be heading to the Citadel briefly. Just to see our mentor, Captain Anderson. Well, now Counselor Anderson. And check in on him, let him know we're alive and doing all right. And then we'll just do very few things there on the Citadel. We aren't going to get bogged down in there at all. Like, I might just buy the space hamster. That might be about it. But, or maybe the food. We'll see. But, yeah, and then we'll go ahead and do some recruiting beyond Kasumi, of course, who's right there. But we'll either be, well, I won't get into who we'll get. We'll let that, you guys watch and find out. So, I want to thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. I'm already having a blast. This was a bigger, talking session, but we had to get in and get to know our new crew, our new ship again. So, we're off to just get into the world of Mass Effect and Mass Effect 2. So thank you for joining me. I appreciate it so much. And if you liked it, please hit the like button. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can, stay along and follow in the journey. But this is RK Craig signing off. I'll catch you all around. Later.